You get a choice at McDonald's, you get a choice at Domino's, but for some reason, they haven't given us a choice when it comes to education. Well, Secretary of Education Betsy Devos says not anymore. Check it out. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. We prayed for so long, asking God to be able to do something about education in America because it was being flipped upside down.
Yes, it was being used for propaganda, for political agenda.
But not for history,
No.
math, and
Education.
the STEM, and so things have switched, and we're grateful for it. It's going to take a while to turn this ship around.
Right.
But of all the people, the President Donald Trump put over the education, over all the education in America, she's called the Secretary of Education.
That's from pre-K all the way till college, university. I mean, it's everything.
Any education at all, that is so important, whoever heads that up. And the person who's heading that up is Secretary of Education Betsy Devos. We talked about it earlier in our programs, talked about it, but her husband is the founder of Amway, which is a large company, and I don't know if he still owns it or not, but her father also. Have you ever had a visor in your car, that sun visor that you pull down and it has a light and a mirror in it? That was Betsy's father that designed that. So she's been blessed with creativity. She's worked in these things, but now they have quite a few dollars.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know if it's hundreds of millions or whatever it is,
it's
but
billions.
It's billions. Wow.
Yeah.
Understand this. What are they doing with it? They're blessed to be a blessing. We talk about that all the time in VF and KB. God doesn't mind getting things to you as long as he can get things through you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's actually using her own aircraft,
yes,
her own gas,
yes,
which is a very expensive proposition.
Oh, yes, very expensive.
To fly all over from school to school, from meeting to meeting in our own country for our kids.
That's amazing.
For your neighbors' kids, for all those kids getting off the bus. And she has such a deep vision, for and hope for our kids. So she's being interviewed here by a member of the American Heritage Group, and a wonderful lady, a friend of hers, obviously. There's one thing she says here I think is very important, because we're going to go right to it, and you're going to hear Betsy Devos speak firsthand on this. But this interviewer, she says, I always said some people have school choice. The wealthy, the connected, and the elected all have school choice. But the question she's asking Secretary Betsy Devos is, but what about doing the very same thing for all of our children, giving all of our children school choice? Let's see what Betsy said.
Well, one of the things that I'm fond of saying is that some people have school choice. The wealthy, the connected, and the elected, they have it. What are you doing at the department right now to assure that all students have that opportunity?
Well, we are first of all carrying out the duties of the department, and right now in K-12 world, that includes the implementation of the Every Student Succeeds Act, which I think if states take the opportunities afforded them through the act will bring many more opportunities and much more flexibility for schools to meet students' needs and to address the needs of individual students. In complement to that, I continue to advocate, most education policy happens at the state level, and many states have taken significant steps to offer parents and empower parents with more choices for their children's education. I'm urging and encouraging states to even double down on that, and for those who've not yet taken those steps to do so. We have an opportunity also from the federal level to partner with states in that regard. And there will be more on that coming in the coming months. But there's also opportunities at the federal level to look at areas where the federal government is directly involved, and I think specifically around military-connected families. And I know for a fact that there are more than a third of military families, active duty military families that have school-age children. Their decisions about where they go or where they don't go or whether they continue to serve hinge very heavily on the opportunities they have for their children's education. And so I think we have an opportunity in that regard to empower them with some more of those choices.
You know, we'd like to hear from you. We want to hear your comments. You know, what do you have to say about that? Isn't that awesome when somebody's rooting for your kids? They're saying, listen, I want your children to have every choice other people have.
So interesting is that this lady, as we mentioned earlier, is extremely wealthy. She can be doing anything, maybe investing in her own companies, but she's doing this on her own dime, you know, and
for us.
For us.
Yeah,
so
100% of what you invest in the children is 100% investment in your future, because our children are our future. You know,
great appreciation for what she's doing is amazing.
And so talk to us, you know, send us your emails, you know, comment below. You know, we want to hear what you have to say about that. This is a huge answer to prayer. Somebody saying, I'm spending my own money to be here to make sure your kids are successful, because your kids' future is my future.
That's right.
You know, be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. You know, a lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch, at VFNtv.com. I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.